What's going on, you guys, and welcome to my survival series for the game Stranded Alien Dawn. This survival series will be targeting the Saltu region, a swampy region that also experiences some severe heat waves during the dry season. I also have two other ones planned. One for the desert, I forget what that place is called, and I forget what the other place is called, which is a plains-like region with some mountains. They're kind of like what you see here, but it's less swampish. All right, let's get into it as I explain a little bit more about what I'm going to do in this video for your viewing pleasure, if I can even call it that. For the most part, I just sit here and watch people build and order them around. Yeah, and try my best not to get them killed. So far, it's worked. So far. Gonna knock on some wood real quick. I'm gonna knock on a couple kinds of wood just to be safe. Don't need anything being fake particle board. But yeah, so far I've been able to keep them alive. It's been rough. There's a couple times there that I thought I was going to end up losing somebody. But, oh well. It's this video that we need to focus on and I need to talk to you guys about. So right now, sorry about all the loud noise. I've got to medicate myself. Keeps the bad dreams at bay. I'm a disabled veteran with combat experience, so by keeping the bad dreams at bay, I'm referring to my war dreams that I get from my PTSD. I don't want to get too involved in any of that. If you guys are interested, I think towards the beginning of my Stranded Alien Dawn career, the very first series, I talked a little bit more about my military career. Who knows, you guys? I might talk about it in future videos. But as of right now, I partake of a specific herb to help ease my PTSD. It doesn't get rid of the dreams, but it does give me some sort of relief from them, as I'll have the dreams, but I won't remember them. I'll wake up as if they never happened. My mood will be, my mood's not going to be great. However, I don't remember the dreams. It's just pitch black sleep. But I know I'm still having them because I wake up in a pool of my own sweat. My pillows are drenched. I'm always having to change my bed sheets. And it's not even because I'm hot. I don't even use the blanket or the sheets that my wife shares with me. And the air conditioner is always on, nonstop. A nice cool 68 degrees. And I walk around the house in a tank top and shorts. Yeah, I'm not sweating because it's hot. Nope. It's other reasons. So I partake because of that. It is prescribed, though in my state it is now legal for certain people. Well, if you're a certain age, you can go and get your hands on a specific amount at a time. But again, that's what the loud noises were about, you guys. And sorry for them. I'll try my best to mute my mic when I'm having to do anything like that. I know the banging can be a bit much. That's how I got my tinnitus, the ringing in my ear while I was in the service. Those 3M earplugs that I probably should have jumped on the bandwagon with the lawsuit that happened, as I have really bad tinnitus in my left ear, came about because, defective earplugs. Again, I should have went and talked to a lawyer. I didn't have any money, so I was afraid that any money that I was going to win would have gone straight to the lawyer, and I would have still had bills to worry about, paying the lawyer off. That's why I didn't go about it. No income, lots of fear. So I didn't do that, which I really should have. I really regret it now. But I had tinnitus because of that, as well as a specific event. I'll go ahead and embellish upon this specific event so you guys can get a rough understanding about how bad my ears are. So, I was inside of a Connex. A Connex is a shipping container. I'm very sure that you are all aware that you're all aware of what a shipping container is. So, Said shipping container was half full of grains and rice, things that aren't going to absorb sound too well. I was in said Connex shipping container with no ear pro, 50 feet away from the 155s. If you were on the line, you guys already know how bad my ears are. The 155 crew. So the 155, it's the biggest cannon that the military has to offer for the Army. It is the howitzer cannon. Shoots a 55 millimeter shell. Doesn't shoot a bullet. It shoots a shell the size of my arm at high velocities. So lots and lots of gunpowder in said shell. You can see where this is going. So I was in this shipping container that was half full of, might as well have been sand. It's not going to absorb too much. They didn't just shoot once or twice or 7 times. No, they fired for effect. Anybody that knows the meaning of fire for effect, you shooting until somebody says to stop. It's just keep going, buddy. Keep shooting. Keep shooting. They were testing out the 777s. I'm not entirely sure what the 777s were, but I didn't hear much afterwards. I'm assuming the 777 was a new ammunition type that the military was working with to, get out of the traditional rounds that the howitzers were using and use something that might give them a little bit more range, a little bit more versatility. But regardless, they lit the side of a mountain up like it was Christmas. It might as well have been the 4th of July while I'm at it. Yeah, it was loud. And now all I hear is a very high pitch in my left ear, and occasionally I hear it in my right ear. But more often than not, I don't hear much. Where's Simon? He doesn't have a weapon. Don't tell me we're back to this nonsense again. Simon. No, Simon's assembling. Cool. You know what I'm going to do? Simon. Sir. Military ship debris. Go get me a weapon. Be quick about it. Simon. Simon. Simon! Come on, dude. What are you doing? Lord. And now he's got to go get food. Now he's going to walk over here. God. You're taking your time. I need a weapon for you. And potentially somebody else. But thank God it was Simon. He's my best scrapper. And in comes the horde. I don't even know which direction they were coming from. Oh, there they are. Yep, that's a swarm. Jeez. Alright, and the mayhem begins. I love that the flak just annihilates them. Just entire groups of them. Alright, people, up onto the roof now. Speed up time. They're destroying stuff. Oh, that's fine. They're just angry. Here they come. So I'm going to move my people over this way so I can start engaging the Junos as they walk past. I really need these guys killed. And it begins. Let's scoot a little bit further. There we go. Now I can really see down that line. And now we wait. And while we wait, I don't know. I was about to make some corny military recruitment joke. Oh, but yeah, I couldn't think of anything. I couldn't even think of anything, bad. Couldn't think of anything good either, to be honest. Yep, just a complete lack of any kind of brain activity. Yeah, it's me. I'm an autopilot. I can't help it. Undraft. They should be fine. It's just beetles. Beetles are half HP. Most of them are trapped and bleeding to death, which means they'll be at a quarter HP. Quarter to half. Yeah. Okay. What'd you find? What'd you find? I found high-tech weapon. Sweet. I am really happy that I have that mission. The military ship debris that is constantly going. I'm always finding something from it. And let me see if there's anything that I can do. There's an ore deposit. There's a spaceship ship debris. Go over to ship debris. I'm gonna send Ken. Speed up time. And let's go see how the bugs are coming along. So Katina's doing a little bit. Oh, Yoko got some intellect research, or reached intellect 3. How'd that happen? Is it from creating? Is it from creating stuff? Either way, I need to know what happened. How did Yoko attain intellect 3? I need my other survivors to get up there. Alright, ship debris. I got scrap metal, I got power cells. Perfect. Because my scrap metal requirement is nearly done. Nearly got it, you guys. And with this, I'm hoping Ken got at least 100, bare minimum. Ew, it doesn't look like he got much at all. I only saw one pile. Food and a weapon. Oh, that was... Never mind, that was Simon. Here comes Ken. 2 piles, so 140. I mean, it's a start, I guess. Yeah, it's a start. I've really been slacking. I haven't even been paying attention to this blight at all. Why is it telling me to go harvest stuff outside my base? Huh. Alright, Yoko. I see what you're doing now. So is making electronics giving you intellect? Maybe it's just the crafting of any endgame resource gives you intellect? I'm not sure. But whatever she was doing it right. I'm a bit upset that I have to wait until the 21st to play the Jurassic World Evolution 3. I was really looking forward to it. I've already started playing it, you guys. Since this is the video that is taking up what would have been its slot. However, I'm playing Pokemon right now. Yep. You might not be able to watch me do it. However, just know, if today is October 16th, which I believe is the day that Pokemon XA comes out, or whatever it's called. Yep. I didn't even pay attention to what the name of the game was called. I'd just buy it, because that's how simple-minded I am. Although, the Self-Sword Twin Blades. I already have the Farron Greatsword. Gale's Greatsword, ooh, that looks pretty cool. Dragon Slayer Great Axe, I believe I have that one. And the Pontiff Knight Curved Sword. I think I have that one as well. No, that's a boss weapon. Sorry, guys. A game that I'm thinking about introducing to the channel. I have played it a little bit already. Okay, you know what? I'm tired of being interrupted while I'm trying to cut something. Thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking about introducing another game to the channel. For you hardcore, sick SOBs like myself, hearing just the mere mention of Pontiff or Gale right there should have told you what game I'm going to be playing. Or even the Farron Greatsword. Or the Sellsword's Twin Blade, which is essentially considered the best weapon for PvE DPS in that game. I'm speaking, of course, about Dark Souls 3. Now, I've completed Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2. I've not beat Dark Souls 3. I beat the base game, okay? I beat the final boss at the Kindled Furnace. I think that's what the place was called. And then I did part of the Ring City, and I did part of the other expansions. I didn't beat Gale. I haven't even fought him. Not once. I haven't even gotten to that part. No, I just did the dragon fight on a bridge. Yeah. And then I killed a ringed knight and got his dual great swords off of him, which was kind of cool looking. They're probably trash, though. I don't know. I'll give them a try. But I'm gonna start a new playthrough, all the way fresh. No new game plus nonsense, being already overpowered and beating up the bosses. I'm gonna start it all the way over, and it's gonna be a struggle. So what I have planned for that series, you guys, is I'm not gonna record everything like I do here. I'm going to record me running through and grabbing stuff. I'm gonna record me going to the places for the first time and my reaction to the places. However, my grind, I'm not going to record. You don't need to see me going to a place for hours on end and just beating up the same 5 or 10 monsters for XP, going and resetting for hours and hours and hours, because that's just absolutely boring. And while I'm doing that kind of mind-numbing activity, my brain's not going to be able to function in the slightest when it comes to commentary. Oh, you guys are mistaken. I struggle creating commentary just sitting here watching. And then you're telling me I have to attack and parry and guard and dodge, and I gotta do dodgeball. I gotta relearn the 5 Ds of dodgeball. Yeah, I forgot them. That's how bad it is. And then it's just not gonna be feasible. But I do want to play that game and bring it to the channel. I love the Dark Souls series, except for Dark Souls 2, Redheaded Stepchild. It's got its perks, I guess. There are some really cool places in it. There's some interesting bosses. The runbacks are too far. And the fact that King Douchebag, if you played Dark Souls 2, you know exactly who I am referring to. Well, King Douchebag has a chance of randomly spawning in your encounter. Yeah. Think of him as a boss that randomly spawns on your run back, and you die and you lose all your stuff because he was gatekeeping you. And yeah, so he's a fun little addition to the game. Not absolutely atrocious, if you ask me. I had that to worry about. Yeah, I wasn't overly fond of that at all. No, I was not. No, let me cancel this. I need my scrap metal. Let's make the improved ones like I said I would. I wonder if I'm going to begin to swap these out. Honestly, that would be dumb to swap these out. You know, break a little bit of power just to get 20 more. Nah, I should probably just make entire new things and use what I have and put these as like the first line of defense. For instance, if I have bugs coming and attacking from, like, if they manage to get here, and like if I wanted to put them on here along this wall, right, I could put these crappy ones along the wall, and then I could put the better ones closer in, out of the range, so they'd have to first break these things before they break my better ones. But yeah, I don't need to make any new ones, I just need to make the ones I have available. And it's the improved ones. And so Yoko's transporting. I guess I have one that needed to be repaired. You know what, Yoko? Do me a favor. Go ahead and construct these 2 panels really quickly for me. And then once you get done with that, go ahead and repair this wind turbine. Or sorry, construct this wind turbine. I want to boost my power since I'm beginning to throw more structures out there that require power consumption. There. With that said, let me take a look at my power consumption. I am still at double, which I have gone up from 400 to 700 and something on the power consumption. The main reason why I'm trying to get more power thrown around the base. But Yoko still needs to work on a few things. I need some more electronics crafted up. One to be specific, as Ken found a slew of them a moment ago, and I didn't even bother to congratulate him on said adventure. So thank you, Ken. Go find more. Don't stop. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to close this, and hopefully the enemies will stop spawning in my base. I'm going to grab Ken, and on his way back to sleep, I'm going to force him to construct a couple of these soil floors. And then I'm going to force him to construct a couple more. And then he can get to sleep. I just want to make sure that I have some sort of structure over here to begin blocking off the spawning of these bugs. And I think you actually have to have a structure. You can't just have it purple like this. Okay, so that right there is the beginning. I should push them back a little bit. Forced removal. Okay. Fainted, too tired, ravenously hungry. Alright, I'm gonna let him do whatever. He made one. That's good enough. You know, after the coffee, I spoke about the coffee in the last video that I made. I'm sitting here burping it up now with a slight acidic burn in my throat. Yeah, the acid reflux. So it's a bit of an acidic coffee. It's got an excellent flavor. I just don't like that I'm burping it up. Do I have any weapons? I don't. That's not good. Okay. Which one has my CPUs? This one. Alright, so that's the one that also is going to hold the electronics. I'm contemplating breaking them down. 16 electronics is huge. However, the 8 power cells already built is also equally as huge. I'll be able to create my weapons with that. And hold on, I got the nano 3D printer. Nice. Let me go ahead and place 2 of them. And there goes my insufficient materials right through the roof again. Everything else should be fine. Did I not just get attacked? Ooh, they're going after those things. Clearing construction site. What do you mean? Oh, over here. Oh, they're working on this now. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. I can see why. Oh, and that's why they targeted that, because it was a weak entryway. Okay, things are starting to make a little more sense around here, you guys. Alright. So Rita's going to work on the construction of the floor. She's got the lowest of the levels. No, she's not. I'm about to get attacked. What am I doing? Okay, so first and foremost, grab Mrs. Garrison. Grab Mr. Garrison. Grab Edmund. Grab all. Bring him to the roof. Find Simon. Ah, there's Simon. Sharing a childhood memory and doing some construction. Good for him. However, draft. Get up there. Or don't draft Simon? Did I not just draft you, dude? Dude, get up there. What are you doing? which way? Over here. Alright, so drag my survivors over. And wait for the slaughter. So I have 210 of the regular bugs. Once they get to right here, from here on in, this can handle 350 bugs without my people shooting at them. The regular scarab beetle bugs, they can handle 350 of them before they eventually get into my base. However, with assistance from my survivors here, should be significantly better. Way better survivability. What's going on over here? Oh, he must have been chasing that, and that's why he decided to go that way. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing wrong going that way. Yeah, so most of them are already dead. Go ahead and hit 3 times. And watch them die faster. This must be really beneficial for Ken's psyche. He gets a kick out of watching things die. And he's getting to witness a lot of death in there right now. So down to the last handful of bugs. And you see how much more room they had to maneuver through, you guys? And that's without all of this, which is just as much. That can handle 350 bugs to this door here, and then that can handle probably another 50 or so, and then another 350, and that's each direction. So this section can hold 350, that's 350, that's 350, that's 350 in a single fight. Yeah. That's gonna be amazing. The best defense I've done so far. Honestly, it might be some time before this survival series is done. I think I messed up in creating a survival series, and on top of that, planning 2 more. I'm a madman. I'm almost to where I'm almost to the longest that I've been in this game. The longest surviving. I've done about 10 years, which was on my very first run. I researched everything, and the whole objective was to get my survivors off the planet. It was the crash landing scenario, which is the scenario I'm again playing because I feel like it gives me the best chance to, go at my own pace. The other ones, not so much. Constructing floor. Okay, so she's going to work on this again, but she hasn't really been doing anything about it. Alright, so the self-destruct mission just appeared, which I really need to do this one really fast. Where's Ken at? Where's that? Self-destruct mission. There you are. And run Ken. So, I wonder what research he's going to give me. Is it going to give me the power, or is it going to go for the weapons and the armor this time? I'm hoping for the power. Honestly, no I'm not. I don't need the power. I think I already have all the power options. I need to figure out how to find the upgrade for the wind turbines. I don't know where those are. But like I said, I really need those. That'll boost my nighttime power production, 2-fold. And then with the current, where's it at? I don't even have it researched. Huh. Alright, research. These guys. Boost my power production even further during the day than these ones would. I think these only go up to 40 and those go up to 60 or 80. I don't know. I'm gonna research it. I'm gonna build one, and if it only goes up to 40, then obviously I'm gonna go for this option as opposed to the other one because this one only takes 3 metal alloy and 1 electronic as opposed to the carbon nanotube. Yeah, I need those for my base. I don't have any to spare for power production. So there's a bunch of hungry pests annoying me. Thank God they don't attack my survivors. I would really hate for that. Get attacked and then get attacked again. It's happened. More than I care to remember. Research. Printed components. Let's get that one going. And that'll allow me to finally print up my electronics. It'll finally allow me to print up my CPU cores. It'll also allow me to continue printing the carbon nanotubes that these two will also allow me to do. Now one is going to be set to electronics and then the carbon nanotubes, where the second one's going to target CPU cores and then electronics. Or, nope, CPUs and then carbon nanotubes. That way I can get both my electronics and my CPU cores stockpiled before I can throw away the rest of my resources to producing the nanotubes. Y'all need to go away. I'm pretty sure Katina is getting tired of rehandling the same exact thing over and over. Unlock fuel fermentation for research. Don't mind if I do. I'm pretty sure she's getting tired of rehandling the same section of traps that y'all keep making her redo. Yeah, absolutely annoying. Did they just attack Ken? Or Vicente? No. No, they didn't. I mean, they're not attacking them, so why would they? Yeah, look. Oh, I was about to say, she's over here rehandling the same ship again. Nope, that's the bot working this time. Get them, bot. Trap them up. Get them all stuck right in here. They don't get to go anywhere else. Look at that poor bot. I honestly feel sorry for it. Alright, so fuel research. That's getting crafted. And I did say that was going to get crafted as well, so might as well. Sorry about that weird laugh. The fuel fermentation. This allows me to create gasoline in the fuel fermentation barrel as opposed to, I don't know, the other way. In the workbench? Yeah, I think it's in the workbench. Yeah. Yeah. So they just brought back the double decker from Taco Bell. I'm not gonna lie, I ate 2.5, almost 3 of them today. I was really hungry. They're better than I remember. I don't know why they took them off their menu in the first place, but I'm really happy that they brought them back, even if it's for a limited time only. It's still, I'm really happy to see it. Sorry, that kind of reminded me of a scene from Idiocracy where the mother's trying to get fries. You didn't give me no fries? You're an unfit mother. Your children be taken into custody of Carl's Jr. I don't know why that popped into my head, but it did for some awkward reason. Oh, that's a good movie. There's so many good one-liners in that film. So many good clippable moments. They need to make movies like that. You know, use your brain and make a comedy that isn't recycled like everything else is. I mean, I feel like directors are just getting lazy at this point. Oh, let's remake a remake of a remake of a remake. Yeah, that's what everybody wants to see. They want to see a film that was literally out 20 years ago, but let's go ahead and bump the graphics up on it. Put some more CGI in there. And then change the actors and feed them the same exact story. Barely changing anything. Reusing certain clips. It's just absolutely laziness. I don't like it. No. We need to go back to originality. Make some good movies. I'm not saying, well, I am saying that most of the movies now are just horrible. They're horrible. I don't know what's gone wrong with the movie industry. Yeah, there's a lot of flops happening. A lot of flops. A lot of movies that I wouldn't go to even if it was free. And then really good shows that are getting canceled. Like Sandman. I haven't watched the entirety of season 2 yet, but season 1 was excellent. And then so far from season 2, it's been really really good. And I'm wondering why they didn't continue the series. They say this is the last season of Sandman, and then like Wednesday within the Addams Family, that was an amazing 2-season series as well. I'm hoping that they do a third one, and it's not hard to come up with something for that show. There's endless options, endless. You can create so many. All you have to do is come up with another Gomez Adam memory from the school, another friend that tries to come and kill his daughter, and boom, another one. But I'm really, really happy to find out where Fang came from. It was really cool to find out that it was one of Gomez's, his bunkmate, his roommate, back when he went to the school. I don't want to spoil too much. Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much. I've already kind of ruined that already, so go and watch the series, you guys. It was really good. Alright, so finally have all of my scrap metal taken care of. Well, from what's shown there anyway. I still have so much more that I need to go out and harvest. But before that, let me send Ken out on a little supercomputer debris run. There you go, Ken. Usually he brings back the CPUs. I'm hoping he brings back an electronic. I need several of them to finish off this last printer, and then to repair something. This thing. And Simon's working on that. On top of that, I need another 10 electronics and 3 CPU cores to make an AI core so that I can then craft up this third bot. I want to start getting more of these placed out. I'm going to need another harvest bot. So at least 2 harvest bots and maybe a third service drone. After that, I might throw a couple more AI cores into the mix and create, see if I can find the right word for it. It's in the defense here, not the light mechs, not those. It is the defense bot. So these need AI cores as well as the carbon nanotubes. So I want to kind of hold off and make a couple AI cores for them. But I'm not going to do it yet. No, I have other things I need to work on. You know what? Construct the 3D printer. You're right here, and it's pretty much already done. Boom. Okay, print until 0. Nope, print one time because it takes my it takes my fuel. Yeah, it takes my fuel for the carbon, which is the main reason I don't like making carbon nanotubes. The fuel cost. Alright, he brought CPU cores again. Of course he did. Where's my research? Nearly completed with the printed components. Once that gets taken care of, I'll have fuel fermentation worked on, and then the graphene solar cells. I'm going to build one of these and see how it does. Once I get the current research done, I can then print up everything from this already built up 3D printer that you see gets handled by a bot, and then everything gets built, and I don't have to do anything. I don't have to wait on people repairing it or sitting here and crafting. It just goes. I love this thing. It's my best friend. So we got our automated crafting and most of my resources taken care of. I really need a weapon. Mainly for Simon. What's my fuel look like? I got 267, which means I can send Simon out on an expedition. Get him to go out there and gather me some weapons, hopefully. And now that I have the carbon nanotube, that's going here. Store here first. And then I believe that's everything. Let's see, metal alloy, scrap metal, hay, purple leaf stick, wood, stone, bricks, concrete. Yep, that's all of them. So just go through and remove the carbon nanotube from all of them, minus this one here where it's supposed to be. I guess I don't have to do it to all of them, just most of them. Nice. That's kind of cool. I thought I was going to have to go through every single one of them individually, but I didn't have to do those two. Uh-oh, Ken got an injury on his expedition. No, it was Simon? Really? Simon, you got hurt? I expect that out of Ken, but you, bruh, what you doing? And there's research printed components. Okay, print. I said I was going to make CPUs in this one. CPUs until 10. Bump that to the top, and then carbon nanotubes on the bottom. You know what? Since I already made my carbon nanotubes, and then I'm then gonna make the power cells until 10 as well, which I should already have about that. Yeah, I got 8 over here, so I'll technically only make 2 when everything's said and done. And then the bot's handling the printer. Honestly, what I need to do though is I need to make electronics first. Okay? Because I need the electronics to make this, and if it's automatically going, that means it gets freed up from here. So since I already have the CPU cores programmed into that, let me do that and remove it from crafting over here. And it's a lot faster than my workers. Significantly faster. You see why I love these things? It just works non-stop. Now time for some electronics. While Simon makes some, the bot's gonna go and handle the thing and throw some more in there. Samantha's gonna get to working. Fuel fermentation is the name of the game, and I'm going to have it here shortly. Finally be able to craft up my own fuel. It's good times. So plenty of metal. And plenty of concrete. All my clothes are squared away. All my clothes minus the boots. Oh, I need leather. That will do it. Okay, so let me see here. Where's something I can kill for some leather? Something close by. Let me see if there's anything in my traps. Nope. About inside my base. There's usually stuff in my base. Nope. Outside my base, though. Here we go. Alright. Hunt you. I'm gonna hunt you. Because I'm gonna need leather. Uh-oh. The other side of base. Grab everyone and bring them over here. Where's Simon? Simon's eating. And assembling. No, you're not. You're gonna go stand over here with everybody else. Hurry up, Ken. So a couple beetles. A lot of the, that's the most I've had attack me on this playthrough. We're gonna see if the flak cannons are up to snuff, ladies and gentlemen. And before I get my drone skill, let me go ahead and garrison them. Mr. and Mr. Garrison, please and thank you. And even Garrison, your son. Get her done. And then watch and wait. Two more electronics and I'll be good to go. And here they come. Watching for damage. It is pretty dark, so they don't get to see as well. I think I might install like a lamp up here or something. There we go. Everybody go to sleep, and these SOBs are just picking apart my fence. Why would they want to go this way when they can just go around? I don't understand it. I really don't. Oh, so annoying. Alright, let's see where it takes me. So they would literally have to go through two barriers of defenses to get through to me. Instead of going around the base, they'd rather take down two walls. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get very upset. And I'm going to boost this fence line to concrete. I don't have carbon. I'm gonna have to do it though. Y'all dead? No? Alright, let me grab my people. Everyone with a gun, because now two people don't have one. And engage. Get away from my power. Where's the last one of you guys at? Dead. Okay. Another successful defense. However, I see the problem spots right here. This back fence. So I think if I were to upgrade it, okay, if I upgrade it to the concrete level, I think they might ignore it because of the durability that the structure would then have. At least that's the plan. That's the hope. And I might as well do it to both, since this seems to be the problematic spot. I'm going to utilize all of my early game concrete to upgrading this to the concrete level. There I go. Concrete. Is that selected? That's fine. Okay. So I have those selected. No, I didn't reselect this one. This one is going to need to be carbon nanotube. I don't have anything for it. So my survivors are fine. What? Where'd that all disappear to? Did they use all of that for food? Really? No. There's no way they went through all of that through food. I think I know what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. Extract vegetable oil and grain until 100. I forgot to swap this. And then I still need the insects for that, so I can't do anything with that yet. I can't believe I went through all my food, all the bug meat. I almost had that thing filled. Oh well, I'll get it filled up again one day. But for now, I have more important things to worry about. The reconstruction of my fence. And all of the resources that I now need to smelt. But at least this back wall will look really good. And if they attack it again, I'm really gonna get upset. You know what? You can craft this up for me. Construct that, you can then go back and do what you're doing. It's not as fast as when Samantha does it. You know, Samantha just like looked at it and it was done. It was kind of funny. She's really good at this kind of thing. So I can craft until 10. Okay, and then do that. It's on this end. Power cells. Okay, so that's all set. Now I can move over here. And as soon as this one's complete, I can remove it from the list. Get to making those weapons. Ah, thank God. Here comes Yoko to make a pulse rifle. So if you guys enjoyed this video, smash that like button for me, please. Pretend it owes you money, or made fun of your little sister and your parents said you had to defend her honor. Pretend you have to do that to it. Have some fun with hitting the like button. Don't make it feel like it's a mundane thing that you have to do. Have some fun. I like to, when I enjoy a video, I like to beat that like button. I'll smack it a couple times. Let it know who's boss. Push its buttons. Make sure I leave that like at the end of it though. I like to have a little bit of fun doing that kind of stuff. Just being silly. It's okay to be silly from time to time. As long as you're not being silly about stupid stuff, like being silly on the road, being silly with your boss when it is a serious matter. You know, that kind of stuff. That be silly when it's appropriate. But I feel just adding a little bit of silliness to one's life, it'll make you smile because you're being dumb, and you'll get a kick out of how dumb you're being. And God, if somebody was watching me right now, I'd be so embarrassed. But it gets you to develop your comfort zone a little bit. I feel like if it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. It's a crazy world out there. We find ourselves living in violence everywhere we turn. With that said, I hope you guys stay safe. You take care. And I'll catch you in the next video, yeah? Alright, you guys. Catch you later.